Most people think jiu-jitsu injuries are inevitable, but what if I told you you could start training and avoid most injuries completely? If you're worried about getting injured before you even start training jiu-jitsu, don't worry, you're not the only one. Injuries are a common concern, especially for beginners. So let's break down exactly how to start jiu-jitsu safely, avoid common injuries, and keep rolling long-term without spending too much time in the recovery ward. My name is Stephen Bradley. I'm a purple belt from little old New Zealand, and I'm also a personal trainer. A lot of beginners get injured because they try and go all out from day one, thinking that they need to prove themselves. You gotta remember that jiu-jitsu is a marathon, it's not a sprint. Your goal shouldn't be to win your first roll. It should be to learn the art safely. Start slow. Focus on understanding the basics and don't feel pressured to roll at full intensity. Learning control is key to staying safe. Warming up is key to avoiding injury, especially in a sport like jiu-jitsu where you're using muscles and joints in ways you're not used to. Don't let your ego get in the way of your progress. Learn to tap and tap early. The biggest mistake beginners make is trying to tough it out in submissions. Tapping early isn't a sign of weakness. It's the smartest thing you can do if you want to stay healthy. As soon as your arm's straight, tap. Don't wait for them to start cranking the joint the wrong way. As soon as your elbow's under your chin, tap. Don't wait to start seeing grey. If they're cranking the neck a little bit and the choke's not on, just tap. You fucked up by letting them get you into that position anyway. Develop a habit of tapping at the first sign of trouble. And focus on technique, not strength. Sure, you need both. Technique is not better than strength. Strength is not necessarily better than technique, but you need to focus on technique first. You need to understand what it is you're trying to do before you start applying strength to those positions. Ultimately, jiu-jitsu is a game of technique and leverage more so than strength. Strength should only really come into it when your skill level is the same. Best piece of advice for a beginner just starting out is really learn to understand leverage before trying to muscle your way through things. It's incredible how light and easy you can make somebody to move just by having your hooks in the right place, just by getting your hips underneath theirs. Getting yourself into the right position is going to save you a world of trouble, and it's going to save your gas tank. And really think about why you're doing the particular movements that you're doing in your warm-up. You're shrimping, you're bridging, your forward rolls. We're not just doing that for something fun to do. We're doing that because you're going to use those movements in jiu-jitsu a lot. Don't just goof off through your hip escapes. Even to this day, and I've done thousands of repetitions of hip escapes, I'm still pushing my hands down, pushing my hips up. I'm really focusing on what it is I'm trying to do. I'm not just farting along the mat, having a laugh with the boys. Think about what it is you're trying to do. And the sooner you can understand the concept of flow rolls, the better. Find yourself a higher belt that likes to flow roll. You've got more time to focus on the positions, you've got more time to focus on the movements and getting your control right, and your gi's not going to get all sweaty. Find the right training partners. Get in there with a higher belt. Somebody who's happy to just go through the motions with you. Any decent higher belt is always going to match your intensity. So if you want to be a dickhead and try and show them how fit and strong you are, you're going to get fucked up. But if you go along and you just want to cruise, you want to go through the motions, they're going to respect that. Yeah, they'll probably still throw some submissions on. They're still going to capitalize on your mistakes, but you're not going to risk an injury. And you're going to learn a whole lot more that way than you are just by trying to muscle them through and put them in some stupid shitty headlock. And prioritize your rest days. I know that it's exciting when you first sign up and you want to go every day, but you're going to achieve a whole lot more by doing a day on and a day off and going 3 times a week than you are by trying to go day in and day out every day of the week. You're going to burn out and you're going to get injured. Let your body recover. And a lot of injuries are happening because of muscular imbalances in the body. So you need to make sure you're strengthening your joints. You need to make sure you're focusing on mobility and functional strength. Sure, going along and lifting weights is fine. You're going to be building some muscle up, but you're far better off to put yourself through positions that are really similar to what you're doing in jiu-jitsu than you are just powering through some deadlifts and bench press. Some nice deep Cossack squats, some Nordic curls, things like that are going to bulletproof your knees. Turkish get-ups are another great one. Single side overhead kettlebell lunges are another great one. You want to get all those small muscles firing, not just your biceps. Mobility is so important for your jiu-jitsu journey, and it's different than just flexibility. So make sure you check out this video here where I run you through everything you need to know to help keep you fit and healthy and stay on the mat for even longer. Starting jiu-jitsu doesn't mean a lifetime of getting injured. By taking it slow and focusing on technique and being smart about your training and recovery, you can stay injury-free and enjoy the journey. What's your biggest concern about starting jiu-jitsu? Let me know in the comments. Let's start a conversation. If you've found these tips helpful, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Give me a like, leave a comment, and I'll see you on the mats. Us.